Hey everyone, welcome back. Here we are, once again. It's the return of Sports Frenzy. That's right, you've made it through the whole week of school for all my Frenzy Nation school audience, and you've made it to your favorite part of the week, Sports Frenzy, as we make the return. I hope everybody had a great vacation and great break. If you got to go somewhere, I hope you enjoyed your time. Or if you just stayed home because of the whole COVID mess, that you had a great time just being off. It's good to be back with you guys. We have a full plate this week. It's, COVID's a mess right here in Michigan especially, but life is going on right now still. Sports not taking any hiatus. In fact, getting updates. I mean, they were talking with our governor, and she had recommendations and suggestions which could be taken by the people into their own hands on what should be doing and what should be going on. And she wanted a 2-week, I think it was at least a 2-week hiatus of everything that we could in Michigan, restaurants, sports, and everything else. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association came back with no thanks. We've got this. So sports are still in full swing in Michigan and beyond, really. I shouldn't just say Michigan because it is beyond as well. We're just one of the states that are getting hit really hard with the COVID stuff right now, but our sports are continuing on, and I think we're still actually, again, this was all on a volunteer basis, so I think we're still allowing people at Comerica Park for some baseball and stuff. So speaking of that, baseball season's back in full swing. Yes, it is that time of the year again. Baseball, obviously you'll see lots of that on the sheets this week because baseball is returning or has returned, and we're quite a few games in. How's people feeling about baseball season so far? And actually having real crowds and actually hearing some crowd noise. So that's kind of cool. The fans are, it's kind of cool. Depends on your take on things, really. Some people I've talked to are excited to be able to go to sporting events or some sporting events. And then there's other people I've talked to who have flat out said, I know it's being allowed, but I'd rather stay home and be safe and not. I'm not even going to get involved in that kind of stuff right now. So it depends on how comfortable you are with life and things like that, on whether you're enjoying these moments of sports being returning. But one of the nice things, I guess, about baseball is, it's pretty much outdoors. So especially at the college level, you can kind of, you can distance yourself a little bit better. And, stay away from others if you want to, and be out in the fresh air and watch the games. Although our weather keeps changing, different weather. Went from that wonderful 70s weather over the holiday to it being chilly and cold again. But hey, you know what? We do live in Michigan, so that's what we have to deal with. I did see as we're getting into our schedule though, and I haven't had a chance. I haven't talked to anybody. It's been a long time since I've talked to Katie at Hope and Dan at Hope and Logan over in Hudson. So shout out to all you guys, but I haven't got a chance to talk to any of them. But I did see, and you will see on the sheets, we're covering college baseball. We don't have any Siena Heights action going on. Looking further into that, I'm assuming, this is just me assuming, so I haven't got the full story on this yet. Maybe one of them will give me some info on it. But softball, baseball, and even the football program And when I'm looking on the sports info, everything's canceled at least through this month. So I'm assuming it's probably COVID related. But yeah, Siena Heights, you won't see them on the schedule, and it's not because I don't like Siena Heights. I do. They're not on the schedule for right now, and I'm looking ahead at all the games. It showed that they don't have any games anytime soon or anytime this month. So we'll keep you posted on that information as I have it. But I haven't seen anything on it. But I haven't, I can be honest, I haven't had a lot of time to dig deep into my research on Twitter or anything. So I'll see what I can find, or one of my friends will get a hold of me and, keep me up to date on that news. All right. So yes, as I already stated, it is Sports Frenzy, the return. After break, we're back. It's season 11, episode 27. Many of you wondered. Actually, you're not wondering, but you already know. Lemonade's on the show again this week. Good old Dole lemonade in the can. I was finding this at Myers, but Myers is in full remodel mode, of those of you who watch the show from Adrian, Michigan. And I went into the place this week, and they didn't have any more Dole lemonade. So I've got the last 12-pack under my desk here in the Sports Frenzy office of the Dole lemonade, because it may be a while before I find it again. Oh, well. I could talk more about lemonade, but it's not a lemonade show. But let's jump into Sports Frenzy. Season 11, episode 27. And this week, we are starting off with college baseball action. Woohoo! Baseball is back, and I'm pretty excited about it. I like baseball season. I really do. All right, our first game this week. And I should probably get my pen out because it makes it a whole lot easier to make my selections when I can write them down. There we go. All right, we have the... Oh, and as I always say, we film the show on Thursday nights, so it'll be all ready for you guys on Friday. And so I send out the sheets, got the sheets out Wednesday night this week. So our games, some of our baseball games may be off by 1 or 2 games. Not so much our college ones, I don't think. I think most of them were actually pretty much on tap for weekend games. But our pro games, they play kind of all week long, so it makes a difference. But it's, like I said, it'll only be off by 1 or 2 games at the very most. So we're starting off with Adrian Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 17 wins and 5 losses. They're on the road this week. They're traveling to and playing against the Kelvin Knights. The Knights have 10 wins and 7 losses. This is going to be a doubleheader. So this is game 1 of the 2 that they'll be playing that night. And if you don't do Sports Frenzy super early, like we do ours in the morning in my classroom, the game starts Friday at 1:45. I would hope most of you would have your Frenzy done by then. But that's why I post the sheets early for our home playing audience, so they can see, because the games start kind of early on Friday sometimes. And this game does. It starts at 1:45 on Friday. And I believe... Well, it's not an Adrian, so I don't know. I believe audiences are allowed for this one. Either way, I'm going to go with the Adrian Bulldogs for the victory. Next up, we have the Coach Gordy and his son. Shout out to you guys. And the Hillsdale Chargers. Chargers have 13 wins and 11 losses. They're on the road this week. They're traveling to and playing against the Kentucky Wesleyan. Kentucky Wesleyan has 12 wins and 4 losses. This is a doubleheader as well. Game 1 of 2. And this is being played on Friday, and this first game starts at 12:30. Yes, Kentucky Wesleyan has a little bit better record, but I'm going with Coach Gordy and the Hillsdale Chargers. All right. Next up, we have the world's greatest college. That's right. You guys know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the mighty Michigan Wolverines. The Wolverines are ranked 24th in the nation right now. The Wolverines have 15 wins and 7 losses. Go Blue. And they are traveling to and playing against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The Gophers only have 4 wins and 16 losses. This also is a doubleheader, or game 1 of 2. We're going with the first game of the 2 games. It is a Friday night game, or Friday game as well. First pitch is at 4 p.m. Oops, forgot that. Sorry, guys. First pitch is at 4 p.m. And you can watch this one because it is on ESPNU. You guys know basically who I got. You do, right? I've got the mighty Michigan Wolverine. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue. Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Let's see, did I miss any of the Michigan stuff? Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail to Michigan. Go Blue. Got a little tickle in the throat. And I haven't even started the songs for the show tonight yet, so better get a little sip of lemonade. Michigan Wolverines for the win. Next up, we have the East Lansing Burning Couches, a.k.a. MSU Sparties. The East Lansing Burning Couches, excuse me, wow. Haven't had this problem all day. Start the show and then start. All right, try that again. Take 2. The East Lansing Burning Couches. They have 11 wins and 11 losses. They're on the road this week. They're traveling to and playing against the Illinois Fighting Illini. Illinois has 8 wins and 12 losses. And the first pitch for this game is, leave it to me to already not have a logo I need. Ugh. I mean, if this doesn't happen at least once, it wouldn't be Sports Frenzy now, would it? And guarantee it's probably going to happen more than once. Now, let's see. I have a lot of times here. Let's see if I can find the right time. Hey, that was pretty quick. Cool. First pitch for this game is 7 p.m. And it's not a televised game. They let me down once already this year when I chose them. I'll be nice and choose them again this week. I'm going to go with the East Lansing Burning Couches. Only because they have a little bit better record. All right, moving into some MAC baseball action, because you guys know I like my MAC conference action. We've got the Ball State Cardinals. Cardinals are red hot. They are 19 wins and 9 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Excuse me. The Eagles have 8 wins and 17 losses. Ooh, ouch. This is a Friday game. And first pitch is at 5 p.m. Ball State's really, really good. Really good. But I am an Eastern Michigan fan, so I'm going with the Eastern Michigan Eagles for the victory. All right. A couple of these they won't feel like repeats, but we do have the teams again for our local teams again, because we're moving on to softball action. Darn it. Got that tickle in my throat. Softball action for you guys. And first up, we have the Adrian Bulldogs softball team. They have 13 wins and 7 losses, and they are on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the St. Mary's Bells. And they have 7 wins and 7 losses. The first pitch for this game is 3 p.m. and it's not a televised game. I will say this, and I forgot to say this about the baseball team. Adrian College does sometimes broadcast their games on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, find the Adrian College page, maybe or maybe not, they might have the game on there. And Adrian has a new sports station. It's the is it 95.7 The Cave? It's The Cave. I know that much. And let's see here. If you haven't heard it yet, it's The Cave. Sometimes they broadcast games as well, so you might be able to catch a game on there. I think they stick to their weekend games mostly, though, so I'm not 100% sure about that. Anyway, I'm going with the Adrian softball team for the victory. And next up in softball action, we have Hillsdale. The Hillsdale Chargers have 19 wins and 11 losses. They're on the road this week. They're traveling to and playing against the Trevecca Nazarene. Trevecca Nazarene has 14 wins and 6 losses. This is game 1 of 2. This is a doubleheader. And first pitch is at 1:30. So it'll be the first game of the 2 games that we'll be getting your scores for. I'm going with Hillsdale for the victory. Next up, we have the Maryland Terrapins. They have 11 wins and 13 losses. They're on the road, and they're traveling to Ann Arbor to play the world's greatest school. That's right, we're talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines once again. The softball team is red hot. 16 wins and 4 losses. First pitch for this game is 7 p.m. And this game is going to be on BTN, the Big Ten Network. Let's give a shout out for those mighty Wolverines. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue, because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Because it is. The mighty Michigan Wolverines for the victory. Go blue. Next up, in softball action, we have the Penn State Nittany Lions. Lions have 4 wins and 19 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the not-so-hot, unless you're burning couches, the East Lansing Burning Couches, a.k.a. the MSU Sparties. They have 7 wins and 13 losses. Wow. First pitch for this game is 4 o'clock. No televised. It's not a televised game this week. Hmm. 4 and 19, 7 and 13. One thing's for sure with these losing records, somebody's going to come away a winner. Oh, I apologize for the cough. I don't know why my throat is so dry right now. That's why I make sure I have lemonade on the show. I can't go with two East Lansing Burning Couches victories in one weekend. I'm going to go with the Penn State softball team. All right. And your last softball game this week has 2 of the teams that I really like playing against each other. We have the Toledo Rockets. Whoops. Or a 7 o'clock logo, which has nothing to do with the Toledo Rockets. The Toledo Rockets. The Rockets are red hot. They have 19 wins and 11 losses. They're traveling on the road this week. They're going to be playing against the Western Michigan Broncos. Broncos struggling a little bit this year. They have 10 wins and 20 losses. This is a Friday game as well. First pitch for this game will be 3 p.m. Not a televised game, but it's on at 3 p.m. Again, I like both these teams, but it looks like the Rockets are a little better this season. I'm going to go with the Toledo Rockets for the victory. All right, and that wraps up our college baseball and college softball action. Now we're moving into Major League Baseball, a.k.a. MLB action. Ooh, and we're starting off with, you guys ready? Here it comes. It's first a 3-point bonus game. It's your first a 3-point bonus game. It's your first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. That was horrible. Oh my gosh. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't even practiced singing. I haven't even been singing in the car or anything. So, plus my throat is dry. Don't know why. Oh, horrible. Terrible. Ugh. Your first 3-point bonus game. What do you think about those Detroit Tigers, huh? New manager, AJ Finch, seems to be doing all right. Granted, our record's not great, but we have some sluggers on the team. Our Miguel Cabrera's out, though. He got hurt again. He's injured for at least a week. Yeah, so we'll see. I'd like to be able to watch some of these games, but again, still don't have what used to be Fox Sports Detroit, FSD, is now Bally Sports, is the new name for the new network. And they still haven't settled their negotiation deals with my my TV provider, so I still cannot watch these games. However, there are other ways. 97.1, the radio station, is carrying the games, and the MLB app is another way to listen and watch these games. Whoever your phone is through, if you have an Android phone, you go with the Google Play Store on your phone, and you can get the MLB app here. Relatively easy. Yes, right there. The MLB app. Just push on that. Once you get it, it'll bring up your all things baseball. Pretty cool because it gives you all kinds of information. You can put in your favorite teams. And for $3 a month, you can stream audio of the games on your phone because if you just go to the radio station on your phone, they're not allowed to stream the ball games. So it's just a way for MLB to make some more money. But I pay $3 a month for it because it's the only way I can hear the Tigers right now. And then hopefully they get some games on ESPN, which they did. They had a game on ESPN. And, of course, the game I watched, they were playing absolutely horrible. So, you know. But anyway, Detroit Tigers baseball's back. When they're playing at home, unless things change in Michigan, which things are pretty horrible right now, but they're not saying we're going to be back on any restrictions yet, so I don't know. Currently, 2,000 fans can be in Comerica Park. So if you want to get to a Tigers baseball game, there's limited seating and tickets available. Or maybe most of you probably have Bally Sports or Fox Sports Detroit and can actually watch the games on TV, which is what I'd like to do. All right, so the Detroit Tigers, they have 5 wins and 6 losses, according to my schedule. I think they may have got a victory last night, and they may have got a couple victories. So that one, I think that one might be off a little bit. Anyway, they're on the road. They're traveling to and playing against the Oakland A's, or the Oakland Athletics. They have 5 wins and 7 losses. First pitch for this game is 9:40. This is a later game. There it is. First pitch for this game is 9:40. And you can watch it on the newly founded Bally Sports channel, formerly Fox Sports Detroit. I put that in there for you guys. But you guys know it as Fox Sports Detroit. It's now called Bally Sports is what their new name is. So, yes, I wanted to make the Tigers, give some hype to the Tigers and love for the Tigers. Make them a 3-point bonus game this week. And I'm going with the Detroit Tigers for the victory. Next up, we have the New York Mets. The Mets have 4 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against Well, here we go again. I lost the logo or something. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I just didn't print the logo. They are playing against the Colorado Rockies. So we'll just show you that picture right there. Colorado Rockies. The Rockies have 3 wins and 8 losses. First pitch for this game is 8:30 on Friday. And it's on ESPN. So this is one of those games I put on there for you that you can actually watch because it's on ESPN. I'm going to go with the team. Luckily, this team's got the winning record. I'm going to go with the team that I have the actual logo for, the New York Mets. Our next game is the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays have 5 wins and 6 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the New York Yankees. The Yankees have 5 wins and 6 losses. I didn't want to go back-to-back baseball games for 3-point bonus games, but what I usually like to do with tie record games is have a 3-point bonus game there, but I didn't this week. First pitch for this game is 7 p.m. And you can watch this one on the MLB network. I'm not sure. This is a tough one. Them both having the same records. I think I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays for the victory. All right, your late game Friday night features the LA Roger Dodgers. If you guys remember Roger Schoonover. That's a joke. Who can't remember Roger Schoonover? He hasn't been gone that long. Rogers Dodgers. Roger is a huge Dodgers fan. The LA Dodgers are pretty hot right now. They have 9 wins and 2 losses. But they're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the San Diego Padres. The Padres have 8 wins and 4 losses. First pitch for this game. This is a late one. Well, it's Friday night. It's not super late. Friday night at 10 p.m. And this one is going to be on the MLB network. It's Roger's fault. He got me into these guys. I like them. I'm going with the LA Dodgers. In our last MLB ball game this week, we have Saturday game for you guys. We've got the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals have 6 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies have 6 wins and 5 losses. First pitch for this game is Saturday. And this is a 1:15 game. And this will be on ESPN. So you guys can watch this one too if you want to. 1:15. As some of you have heard my stories over the years, my grandparents, my grandma, and my aunt lived in Philly many, many years ago when I was young and foolish. They used to catch me balls at the ball game. And you could tell they were game-used balls because they were dirty. And I wish I still had them, but I don't. But I still root for the Phillies because it's fond memories of my grandma and my Aunt Millie. All right, moving right along, we're getting into NHL Hockey Action. Starting off with a couple of really good teams here. They're fairly good teams. We got the Vegas Golden Knights. Golden Knights, they continue to be pretty decent. They have 28 wins, 11 losses, and 2 overtime losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Anaheim Ducks, who used to be the Mighty Ducks. And if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, the Mighty Ducks, all the movies are on Disney Plus, and there's a new series out on Disney Plus about the Mighty Ducks, the TV show. And Emilio Estevez is back in it. So good show. I really like it. Has nothing to do with the Anaheim Ducks, who have 13 wins, 23 losses, and 7 overtime losses. But it is a good show. And those were great movies. The puck drops for this game at 10:30 p.m. And it is not a locally televised game. I really like the Vegas Golden Knights in this one for the win, even though I like the Ducks, the Mighty Ducks. But as you notice, their logo doesn't even have anything to do with that anymore, because many years ago they got away from that. Oh boy, our next game. Here we go. Going to need some lemonade for this one. To tune up the air guitar and get ready for some blues. Little air guitar for you guys. You guys ready? All right, let's do this. This is going to be, I don't know, this could be tough. My throat is still feeling a little dry. Well, I said, well, it's that time again. It's that time once again. I'm talking about my second favorite hockey team. Talking about those St. Louis Blues. Oh, those Blues. They have 19 wins and 16 losses with 6 overtime losses too. But they're on the road this week. Yeah, they're traveling on the road this week. Moving to the Arizona Coyotes. They got to play the Arizona Coyotes. Oh, those Coyotes. They have 19 wins and 19 losses too. And 5 overtime losses. That's the Arizona Coyotes. Well, now let me see. The puck drops for this game at 7. 7 p.m. And it's a Saturday night game. It's a Saturday night game. And it's not televised. Oh, it's not locally televised. But if I could afford the NHL network, then I could probably watch some Blues games. Oh, whew. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Because you know what else? This is more guitar. 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. That's right, it is. So, I'm going back to the blues. Going back to the blues. Because you know who I've got. I've got the St. Louis. I said those St. Louis Blues. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Again, you either love it or you hate it, or you fast forward to that part. I don't know. I don't need to know. The kids in my room actually like it. So if nobody else in the world likes it, I get a smile out of them every time. Oh, man. I've got the Blues for the win, of course. All right, more NHL hockey action for you guys. We got the Chicago Blackhawks. Blackhawks have 20 wins, 18 losses, and 5 overtime losses. And they're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against your Detroit Red Wings. That's right. The Red Wings have 15 wins, 23 losses, and 6 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game at 7 p.m. You can watch it on Bally Sports Detroit, formerly known as Fox Sports Detroit. Pistons are working. They're trying. They're changing things up. They're trying to get some wins. They're getting there. I mean, they're not great, as the record shows. Chicago is better than them. But I'm going with the Detroit Red Wings to get the victory, baby. All right, we got NBA basketball action for you guys. How about the other LA team, as Roger Dodger calls them, the LA Clippers. The Clippers have 38 wins and 18 losses. They are traveling to and playing against... Are you kidding me? I don't have that logo either. Another logo that I don't have. Wow. They are traveling to and playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers have 37 wins and 17 losses. This is a Friday night tip-off. And you can watch this one on 7 o'clock tip-off, and you can watch it on ESPN. Friday night. I am going with the 76ers for the victory. Next up, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder has 20 wins and 34 losses. They are traveling to and playing against your Detroit basketball. Excuse me. The Pistons not doing too good this year. Once again, they have 16 wins and 38 losses. Tip off for this game is 7 p.m. And this is going to be on Bally Sports Network, Detroit, formerly FSD. Unfortunately, I can't do it. They're not playing that great. I'm going to go with the Oklahoma City Thunder for the victory. I mean, the Thunder ain't much better, but I still feel like they might be a little bit better team than the Pistons right now. All right. We have the New York Knicks. They have 28 wins and 27 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks have 29 wins and 24 losses. Tip-off for this game will be 10:30 p.m. It'll be on ESPN. I'll be anxious to see. I don't know if the NBA has set up any rules against this, but this is obviously Dallas, Texas. This is in Texas. The state of Texas is completely and fully opened up. No masks, no regulations, no nothing anymore. And if you noticed I don't know how many of you saw it. Probably you may have seen the article on Sports Frenzy if you follow the Frenzy page. The Texas Rangers had a full stadium of people. So will that be the case for the Dallas Mavericks basketball team? Will you see a full arena? It's quite possible you might, unless the NBA has put their foot down about rules and regulations for them. So if that being the case, if they have a full crowd, I'm thinking that could really play a factor in Dallas's favor this week. I'm going to go with the Mavericks for the victory. All right, so again, I was talking about we had some football action going on, and this is the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletes, NAIA for short. We had two of our local teams playing, but it appears Siena Heights is no longer in action, I believe, probably due to COVID. So we only have, that leaves us with the Hillsdale Chargers. But Gannon University is who they're playing this week. Gannon has 0 wins and 3 losses. Not a good record. Hillsdale, really not much better. Hillsdale has 1 win and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Hillsdale's allowing fans, as far as I know. So you could probably go out to Hillsdale and watch this game. I'm going to give the win to the Chargers. Hillsdale Chargers for the victory. All right. So you'll see on your sheet, some of you actually get NASCAR sheets sent to you. And others of you just sometimes will look up a driver and put it on here. Anyway, those who want to participate in NASCAR, it's fine. You can. And you just pick your favorite driver and you put their number on here now. If they don't have the sheets to go with your stuff, just put your number down for your driver. However, if you don't participate in NASCAR, which some of you don't, and that's just fine, it will not go against you. It doesn't go against your score. Now, if you if you are a NASCAR fan, you obviously will get a score for that one. And the NASCAR rules, I've explained them sometimes. And some of you, this is new to you guys. For NASCAR, it's the person that comes in first, second, or third place. If you have picked one of those three drivers, it doesn't matter which place they come in, first, second, or third, then you get a point. Only 1 point for NASCAR. So with that being said, I haven't even looked up to see where I forgot to do this. I forget to do this almost every time now these days, it seems like. I need to find where the NASCAR race is this week. Let me find that for you guys right now. NASCAR race. NASCAR schedule. Let's go ahead and look that up. All right, so the NASCAR race this week starts at 3 p.m. It is the Toyota Owners 400. It is at Richmond's Raceway. It is a 400-lap race or 300 miles. You can watch it on Fox is where it will be. The results lineup. Okay, here's your leaderboard. We'll go, let's see, maybe top 10 for your leaderboard. Martin Truex Jr., who drives car 19, is in number 1 place right now. Danny Hamlin, who drives the number 11 car, is number 2. Throwing a lot of numbers at you. So Chase Elliott, who drives the number 9 car, is in 3rd place. William Byron, who drives the 24 car, is in 4th place. Joey Logano, who drives the 22 car, is in 5th place. Kyle Larson, who drives the number 5 car, is in 6th place. Ryan Blaney, who drives the number 12 car, is in 7th place. Christopher Bell, who drives the number 20 car, is in 8th place. Kevin Harvick, who drives the number 4 car, is in 9th place. And Kyle Busch, who drives the number 18 car, is in 10th place. That is your top 10 right now in NASCAR. All right, so I go with Kyle Busch. He's my guy. So my number would be 18, Kyle Busch. And I would just write that down right there. Number 18 and the driver if you want to, Kyle Busch. But that's who I got. All right, that wraps up the picks for you guys. Now we're going to go to. There's actually been a lot going on this week in sporting news. Ways you can check out the show. You can join us on our Facebook page if you're not a member of that already. You can go to my personal page and ask to become a member on there, or you can just go to the Sports Frenzy page and request it. And I look at them at least once a week. I'm on there at least once a week, and can get you approved quickly as possible. The other way, if you just want to rewatch the show again, you can go to the YouTube page, and that is Coach Co Sports Frenzy 1. That's one way to watch the show. If you just want to rewatch any of our shows that we have had, they're all on there. Well, not every season's on there, but quite a few. Since I've been doing the show myself anyway. If you ever wanted to watch older shows, I could give you the link to the former Sports Frenzy page link, and you could check that out there. But we also have our Twitter page, @SportsFrenzy1. That's kind of where I've been really active lately, and I also get dorky on there. That's got my other passions and love for other things on there as well. I get a little goofy on that one sometimes. @SportsFrenzy1 is there. We have our Instagram page, which, sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't. And that's @SportsFrenzy1 as well. Excuse me. So those are all ways you can join us on Sports Frenzy. All right, jumping into Frenzy news. Brooklyn Nets star LaMarcus Aldridge, 35, is retiring from basketball due to an irregular heartbeat. He discovered this against the Lakers back in March and hasn't played ever since. But now he's got the news that it's time to retire. So we wish him the best and hope everything is okay in his life. It has been confirmed that Onstead great for the Michigan basketball team, Austin Davis, is moving on. He has not completely talked about what his future plans are. Let me see if, according to the GBM Wolverine, let's see. He hasn't said what his plans are yet. He didn't. In this little article, in this little write-up, he doesn't say he's actually going into the NBA. So stay tuned. He's not really announcing what his future plans are right now. Rogers LA Dodgers have been without Cody Bellinger, and he still has no return date at this point. Arizona basketball has found their new coach. They've hired Gonzaga assistant Tommy Lloyd as their next basketball coach after they fired Sean Miller. It looks like the transfer portal rule is going to be changing. This is according to the Fan Nation Wolverine Digest page. According to reports, a major shift is coming to college athletics. Free agency within college athletics is about to take a big step this week, as the NCAA is on the verge of passing historic legislation that will allow all Division I athletes a one-time transfer without having to sit out for a season. The Division I Council will meet this week and expect to pass this new legislation. It says that the transfer indications that the transfer division will be divided into two votes. The first is the base part of the one-time transfer portal, which will allow all college athletes, including football and men's basketball players, to transfer one time and receive immediate eligibility. Currently, all but 5 sports operate under such system. The second part of the vote is whether or not there will be notification date for those transferring. So it's still up in the air on what they're going to do. It's not all set in stone yet, but that's what the basis of this looks like right now. On a good note for the Michigan Wolverines basketball team, Eli Brooks is coming back to the team. He is not ready to be done yet, and he's coming back for another season. So congratulations goes out to him. Good news if you're a minor league baseball fan. We thought we'd never see it come back, but apparently it's going to. Minor league baseball is underway in Lakeland, as the Tigers had a high A and low A matchup with the Orioles. So we will be seeing some capacity of minor league baseball this year. Stay tuned for that. We'll give you more updates on that as we can. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are signing former Bengals running back Giovanni Bernard to a 1-year deal. And you can read more about that deal on the Facebook page. Jennifer Jo Cobb will be making her Cup Series debut with the Rick Rare Racing team at Talladega Super Speedway next week. She'll be driving the number 15 car, and she has sponsorship from Arrowhead Brass. According to our Detroit Tigers minor league tracker, Cam Gibson has announced his retirement from baseball at the age of 27. He is the son of, you may recognize him from as being the son of our very own Kirk Gibson. And apparently at one point he played for Michigan State. More Michigan basketball players leaving. Shawnee Brown Jr. has officially declared for the NBA draft. So we wish him the best in what he does in the future. Eastern Michigan basketball has a new head coach. Welcome Stan Heath to the team. Stan Heath was a one-time Eastern Michigan guy. He says he is glad to be here and can't wait to get into action. The Red Wings made a trade deal a couple days ago. The Red Wings traded Anthony Mantha to the Capitals for first and second round picks, Verana and Panic. So some changes going on with the Detroit Red Wings. Congratulations goes out to Blissfield's baseball coach, Coach Tuttle. He got his 1,300th win of the season. The New England Patriots have terminated the contract of former Super Bowl MVP Julian Edelman. Apparently, he failed a physical, so he has been eliminated. But they think that part of it is that he's also going to be retiring, so that could be part of it. Congratulations to, I'm going to butcher this name, Heideki Matsuyama, who makes history as the first golfer from Japan to win the Masters at Augusta, Georgia. And Alex Rodriguez and billionaire Mark Lure have entered into an agreement to officially purchase the Timberwolves. So the Timberwolves will be under new ownership. You will see what happens there. Oh, wow. We're like an hour and 11 minutes into the show, guys. So we're going to go ahead and stop there. You can always find more information on our Sports Frenzy page anytime you want to as a member of the page. Check out stuff there. And again, like I post stuff on our Twitter feed as well. So those are different ways you can watch us. I hope you've enjoyed this week's show. It's good to be back in action. We should get a weekend wrap-up in for you guys this week. This weekend, hopefully. It should be. I don't think I have – well, I think it'll depend on what time the NASCAR race happens and gets done. If we get it done Sunday night or Monday night, we'll see. Stay tuned, everyone. It's going to be a little bit cooler weekend, so enjoy some sports and time with family. And we'll see you guys back here again for the weekend wrap-up, either Sunday night or Monday. I'm Coach Cole. Be blessed, everyone. It's great to see you all again. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you all later.